Hello, everyone. Here we are. Welcome back in another interest and fun class of with the West Toronto team. My name is Rita di Taranto. I'm living Barrie, but I consider Woodbridge my house because I commute every day for my first job. And I'm here with our smart small appliance Thermomix, TM6, Bimbi, whatever you guys like to call. And we're going to share a beautiful recipe today. It's a dessert. It's a typical dessert for Christmas. It's called Yule log. I like to call tronchetto as in my own language. I'm going to start right away, and as I'm going to show and say add other things. So the first thing we're going to add is the butterfly, which is the accessory of the TM6 that we use for whisk and whip. And let me click in my recipe. And we're going to put the oven on. I'm going to explain that in a second. So the first step, I'm going to insert the butterfly, as I say, and after I separate 4 large eggs, which we're going to keep at room temperature, we're going to add just the white of the eggs inside the bowl. Next, and I already did that, 4 tablespoons spoon of corn flour. It's actually teaspoon, sorry. So I already measure, I'll just show you, and I'm just gonna add in. And next, half teaspoon of cream of tartara. There we go. This will help to have a better result when we whip our white eggs. So insert our lids with our measure cup with out. So for 5 minutes, 37 degrees, and we're going for speed 3. So as very important as a tip, make sure that your mixing bowl, it's nice and clean. Like you make sure that you remove all the grease and you clean it properly, it's dry. Otherwise, it's easy to mess it up with your eggs. They will not whip properly. You gotta have a good effect. They gotta look really like a snow. So it is extremely important. As I say, the tronchetto is a dessert from it's tradition for Christmas, and is a tradition come from Europe. They used to burn a special log in the 12th day of Christmas, and that's why they come up with this special dessert. It's a good sauce as a dessert if you don't like too much of the normal desserts that have so much fruit in it as a Christmas time. In fact, it's based in it's very rich in chocolate, and that's one of the reasons why people like this kind of dessert. Of course, this recipe I found it in my cookie do. Cookie do, it's an app that we have included with our TM6. It's a very particular tools. I love it. And everybody that come across this app, they found very useful. In fact, you found so many recipes in it, I will give you a number, about 60,000. I think it's a lot of recipe. And the nice thing that you can variate your food from different parts of the world. You don't have to, as I am Italian, I learned to cook Italian food. But when you have a tools like that that it guides you in the recipe, I'm not mind to challenge myself with different recipes. So it's okay. Today I want to try Asian food, or I want to try something that's tradition from Spain or China or somewhere else. And so this is very cool. We have also an update in the Cook I Do for, we have this hub that is coming up about every 2-3 weeks. So it's like somebody send you a cooking book at home every 2-3 weeks with new recipe, inspire you basic to the season. For example, now we are in the Christmas season, so everybody, they are ready with the decoration, preparation, and sweet and the stuff that they're gonna make in the Christmas celebration. So we will have collection about Christmas. It's Thanksgiving. We will have collection about Thanksgiving. So we will always be inspired from our cookie do. That's why we say our meal will never be boring again. Two of the important things that we found in the cookie do, it's a meal plan and the shopping list. I would like actually to spend a couple of few minutes about this as our eggs they're getting ready. The shopping list is very important because when you pick a recipe, you can actually pour your ingredients in the shopping list, and also you have to choose if you have already this ingredient, so you can just check mark if you have already in your pantry. If you're not, you leave it in your shopping list. With the weekly plant, you can plant from Monday to Friday what you want to eat. If it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, if it's just a drink or a dessert, whatever you want to make it. And creating the shopping list will avoid you to spend extra money when you go to do your shopping, and avoid to buy extra ingredients or most of everything else, more grocery than what you actually need. So there you go. You will save your money in your grocery because you will not have any waste. That's, I believe it's very, very important. I love it. I really love it. As our eggs are almost ready, we have only 20 seconds to go. This recipe, it's considered a medium difficulty, not because it's very hard, it's just because I have different stack. And as I have different stack, it means I take a little bit more attention for get to the end. So we're almost there. 1 second, there you go. Our Thermomix, he actually advise you that it's finished this step. So we're just going to push next. So I just want to show you the result. There we go. You can see it's like snow. Okay, so now the next step is to do speed 3 for a minute. And meanwhile, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of high sugar, and that is gonna be done progress. So I'm gonna just turn it on. All right. And we're going to add from the oil, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of ice sugar. This one I prepare in advance, of course, with my TM6. We are number 3. And I'm going to add number 4. I like to call my TM6 your personal chef because it is chef in your kitchen. Maybe not like the best way to say it would be sous chef, because he helped you because I am the chef, but he helped me and he told me what to do step by step. So anybody can actually use. Last 3 seconds, 2, 1, we almost ready. So at this point, remove the lid and voila, look at this. Amazing. So I'm going to remove the butterfly and you have to be a little bit more gentle with the eggs. Like you cannot really go crazy when it's about white egg because they tend to. All right, that's okay. It's become nice and thick, as you see. So I'm going to pour the white eggs in a silver bowl. If that's a suggestion to use a silver bowl. If you have it, it's the best, so it will not. You see how thick it came? Of course, the tartara and the corn flour help. So this is the base that I'm using right now. I actually forgot to tell you at the beginning. It's to create the sponge. Almost there. All right, so done this, I'm going to leave the ball the way it is. That's okay. If there is still the white egg in it, it's fine. All right, so let's put this on the side for 1 second. And so we transfer on the side as I did. So insert the butterfly whisk. As you see, I don't wash anything. What I'm going to do at this point, I'm going to add the yolk, the egg that we cracked before. And at this point, 150 grams of sugar, caster sugar. So as you guys know, if you're from a new customer, the TM6 have a scale incorporated. So we make sure that we are on 0. Sorry, I touched the table, it's sensitive. Okay, so I'm going to add 150 grams of sugar. As you see, the scale goes up. There we go. And now, again, close them up with the lids. And for 3 seconds, speed, 30 seconds, sorry. I cannot see very well because I'm tipping the site. I don't remember every single step by memory. With speed 3, we're going to make the yolk incorporated with the sugar. As you see, it's very, very simple. I just do what I've been told to do. Like I read and I just process the rest. Very, very simple. All right, so next. I may need that. So the eggs is ready. You can scrabble down a little bit from the wall of the Thermomix, as it suggests. And let's see, next, we're just going to add 50 grams of cocoa powder. Again, we make sure that we are in 0, and we just add the cocoa powder. There we go. All right. And now 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla extract right here. Okay, if you like it, you can also use the real vanilla stick. You know how to do it. You break it in half and you take the inside out. In this case, I'm using just the vanilla extract. And a pinch of sea salt. There we go. Again, insert. And again, 30 seconds, speed 3. We're almost done with our sponge preparation. My Ato don't want to collaborate. He goes by herself. So we are in 4, 3, 2, 1 second, then done. And I believe the chocolate is almost all incorporated. At this point, we're going to just scrabble the chocolate around, because as the Thermomix turns quickly, it does make everything go in the wall. So okay, simple in doing that. And we have another, I believe, another 30 seconds to do. Yeah. Yeah. So we make sure that everything gets incorporated nice, like the chocolate powder gets incorporated nice with our eggs. So, but we do step by, like we give it a few seconds apart. So we make sure that we don't go over the whipping that we need. All our recipe, they're found in Cookie, their taste from chef, and then they're going in the platform. So they're good recipe, very good recipe. Perfect. At this point, we have to incorporate it. Our remember, we make our white egg. So we're going to incorporate 6 spoons of this in here. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and close it. 5 seconds, speed 2. Because of the white egg, we don't go too quick, but the Thermomix, you know, it's powerful. So at this point, I'm going to add the rest of my white egg, whipping white egg. So there I am. There we go. So you do it with 2 steps this. So you make sure you don't mess it up the eggs. Like I said, it's a little bit delicate, the egg, so you have to be gentle. Where'd the lid go? Where'd the lid go? Yeah, I know, I need the lid. All right, so gently now, manual, what you do is this. You pushing with the special spatula, that is another accessory from TM6, and you rotate it with the spatula. And so you try to incorporate the rest of the white eggs like this. All right. All right, we're almost finishing here. Okay, so we can take him out the whisk. Try to clean it up from the thank you. All right, so at this point, pass me the tray. We already prepare our oven of 170 degrees, 345 Fahrenheit. And I'm going to use a tray that's about 30 for 20 centimeter. I put and also, did you see it's not thick, very thick? It's only one, about a centimeter and a half high, probably to this one. That's the small one that I found. I put a little bit butter around, and using baking paper, it's always suggestible. So we make sure that it's easy when we have to pick him out. So this is done already. Our oven is almost ready to go. At this point, we're going to just transfer everything inside the, they call swirly roll, I believe, swirly roll tin. There we go. We have our nice chocolate. Ooh, smell good, the chocolate, guys. We're almost approaching dinner time. Everybody's hungry. I'm gonna start with the dessert tonight, for sure. So you try to clean it up much you can, so you don't waste the. All right, so what you want to do now, it's chocolate. So we gotta try to cover the whole surface and let it go to the corner. All right. So we did one part. Let's do the other part. So it's a little bit thick. Of course, you have to try to. This is the operation that they need a few seconds attention, right? So this will go in the oven right now. And then we're gonna sit and we're gonna have a drink now. We're gonna wait for the sponge cake to be ready because we have nothing else to do. I'm just kidding, guys. This goes in the oven, and we're just going to keep going. So, and I forget the time. It's 22 to 25 minutes, 170 degrees. So at this point, we're cleaning our mixing bowl. We need to have that one clean. And I'm gonna stack it. I'm gonna show this after. And in the time that they are cooking, Rosita, come to get this, put in the oven, please. What will you do? So as the sponge goes in the oven, we gotta start to work in our chocolate. So what is going right on top of our tronchetto? So we're going to use 80 grams of dark chocolate. You want to make sure that you have a good amount of cocoa in it. So usually we use 70 to 80. I have a mouse in the house. They're already picking the chocolate. And insert. So we have 10 seconds, speed 10. When we do this, it's available loud. At this point, we did mega chocolate, nice and fine. There we go. Easy peasy. So if you need to, you scrabble down the chocolate. There is not much in this case to do, but just a little bit. And the next step, close them up again. And now we're going to actually temper our chocolate 40 degrees for 3 minutes and 30 seconds at speed 1. As I was saying, for chocolate, it's suggestible to find a chocolate that have a good amount of cocoa. So 70, like I will not go under 70, 80% it's even better. You have a better result to like for have a good effect. As the chocolate is going to be tempered from RTM6, I would like to show you a few other accessories that come with Thermomix. This is, for a future customer or for people that already have TM6, is always nice to remind yourself. One accessory TM6, I'm bragging about it all the time. It's our aroma dish. This one in here. It's have a big dish and a small tray on top. So we have the varoma dish and the tray, and this is the cover that when we're cooking, it can be used as a tray too. The varoma, it's one of the 20 plus function that TM6 have. It's hard to mention all of them, but with the TM6, really, you can do pretty much everything. It's from not just for dessert, but I'm talking about actually create a meal for your family. And as I see, the varoma is one of the functions that I really like it because it's a way to cook healthy. There you can make fantastic fish dish. I really enjoy to do my fish with the varoma function, and also it's easy. Why? Because with the varoma, I can create a full main course without not doing anything else. So in the bowl, we can create a sauce as we can create a soup, or with the simmering basket, there is this one in here for the lover of the rice. You put this inside, you can make rice. Then this one goes right in top without the measuring cup. You can put your veggie, your chicken, your red meat, and or your fish on top. It's an amazing technique that it will give you the chance to create a full meal. And most of the time, our recipe, as a preparation time, they can go from 10 to 15. The very complicated, 20 minutes as a preparation time. And for cooking in total, like I'm talking about for a family, maybe 35 to 40 minutes, you have your dinner ready. In the meantime, that your TM6 cooking, you don't have to worry about anything. You can do your laundry, you can go check your kids' homework, you can call your mom when you come back from work, you can use that time for yourself. Or simply sit down with a glass of wine, enjoy yourself for 10 minutes, talk with a friend on the phone. And I think it's a huge help in the kitchen. It does it for me. And as we say in Italian, provare per credere. So we're going to put this on the side. And we going to add 150 grams of ice sugar. The ice sugar, it's made in advance for me in this case. So 150 grams. This will create a icing for cover the tronchetto. Oh, there, sorry. Oops. It's okay. A little bit more sweet is always good. I like sweet. So 120 grams of butter. Oh, there it was. The butter, of course, it's better to take them out from the fridge in advance. And 1 tablespoon of vanilla. In this case, I'm using just a simple extract. And at this point, we can insert 30 seconds, 37 degrees, speed 4. Are you coming with the ball? Hurry up, I need it right now. Sorry, I need the other ball to be washing clean. I decided to go in front of the Christmas tree because I think it made me feel more Christmas. So I stay away from the sink today. So again, we're looking inside, we see what's going on. A little bit help in the wall of the Thermomix. Okay. If I remember correct. Yeah, we're going to do one more time, 30 seconds to make sure that it's nice done properly. There we go. 3, 2, 1. We're ready with our icing chocolate. There we go. At this point, you just need to scoop the chocolate out and put it on the side. Already done this, we have the sponge going, the icing chocolate ready. The only thing we have to worry about it's the filling of the tronchetto. So for the filling of the tronchetto, as I was saying before, you can do something very simple, but I put a twist in this recipe. So I put my own touch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get out from this recipe. Okay. And there you go. I'm going to create a tronchetto with Sicilian touch. In fact, I'm going to use a filling that is based in the ricotta cheese. So this in a different recipe, which is very cool. I'm going to do a different filling. So let me try the things exactly what I in it. Okay. All right, so I don't know if you're familiar with ricotta cheese. It's a fresh cheese, very, very soft. We use it in Italy for make a lot of desserts, especially cannoli. In Sicily, I believe they're very, very famous. And we eat it a lot, even with the bread mixed with nuts. And our favorite way to do it to add a little bit pesto on top and some pinoli, sometimes even walnuts. It's a nice touch. So I'm picking this recipe, and I'm going to do half of the recipe because it's too much for what I need. So the first thing I'm going to use is 200 grams of sugar. So in this case, I'm going to use 100 grams of sugar. There we go. Okay, sorry, I was going to forget. I'm going to give you a nice flavor to my ricotta, and because of that, I peel some orange. So I'm gonna, in this case, for this recipe, I use only half orange. So I'm going to add this with the sugar. So we're going to make the sugar, pulverize the sugar, automatic the orange. There we go. And now, 10 seconds on speed 10. When we go to 1 to 10, every ground hard stuff, we use a progress. As you can hear, the Thermomix, you can actually feel it, the Thermomix is already done. So, oh guys, oh, unbelievable. Smell exactly like an orange. So, so, so good. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the sugar in this bowl with the orange. Oh, it smells amazing. Now, if you happen that you know, it's not the time to get the right orange, they're not too good. Sometimes you can buy some extract. There is natural extract of different kinds of flavor. In this case, the orange too is good for making cookie, especially from helmet cookie or things like that. You can always have that. And I believe the orange have a good combination with the chocolate. All right. Can I have the ball, Rosita? So this recipe called from pistachio. You can put pistachio. You can use dry fruit candy, or you can use simple chocolate in it. That's very much up to you. I'm going to use dry candy at first. If you use pistachio or chocolate, you need to ground it. What happened here? Sorry, Wi-Fi. Okay, let's go back. So at this point, I'm going directly where I was on it. Okay. I'm waiting for the ball 1 second. As I'm waiting for my bowl to be washed, I just want to show you one more accessory of the TM6 is the cover blade. This is another cool accessory for make many different recipe. For example, if you're going to make anything that includes kind of sauce and meat at the same time, you use this accessory so it will not break any of your meat. We can make even meatball or some involtini with veal, and you can put it directly in the sauce, and with this it will be just good with the sous vide. Already, my bowl is back, and I'm going to use again my farfalla butterfly. Okay, so we have to add 200 grams of creams. We're going to use 35. Again, recipe is enough, so 100 grams. Okay. To help the whipping cream to come nice and stabilized, I like to add this particular ingredient. It's just for stabilize the whipping cream, because the whipping cream, if you use it right away, it's good. But if you, especially when you want to stuff, you want to make sure that it's nice and solid, because you don't want to create it. In this case, I put a half bag. You don't want to create it any liquid in in the hour goes by. So at this point, we have no time because we're going to use our own judgment for whipping the cream. We go to speed 3. What do we do with the whipping cream? We're listening. We're listening what's going on in the TM6. It's very easy, nothing so difficult. As you can hear, it goes from liquid to more solid. And in a couple of seconds, I can even take the lid off and check what's going on inside. So easy peasy. So because I put only 100 grams of cream, I start with 40 seconds to be in the safe part. Otherwise, I will make something special, nice homemade butter. So I'm going to add 2 more seconds. And my whipping cream, because I was saying you make very special butter, and that's another thing that you can make with TM6. Now you can say, "Oh, I will buy the butter." Yes, absolutely, you can buy the butter, but think to make your own thing, your own made butter as anything else, and pick and choose what's the ingredient, what's the amount of salt, or if you want to do a special butter, for example, you want to, there you go. I just make what I was saying. I'm making butter because I was talking too much. 1 second. It's trying. Sorry about that. Inconvenience. All right, we have to repeat this step. I'm really sorry for this inconvenience. There we go. Alrighty. So let's wait the 40 seconds. We're getting very close to the end of the filling. After that, we're going just to add the ricotta cheese. All right, we have lemon. Let me double check before I don't look very well. It's actually done for the second for 100 grams. It's good. So at this point, we're going to add 300 grams of ricotta cheese. All right. And of course, the sugar that we created before with our orange peel goes in. A little bit of cinnamon. It will be a good combination. So I'm gonna add just half teaspoon of cinnamon. Now, this is an extra. If you like it, you add. If you not, I am going to add about 50 grams of dry fruit candy. There we go. And now we can close and we can have a little mix in here. Okay, and our filling is ready. We're ready. So we have all the items ready for. There we go. We have our filling ready right here. Good to go. Let me put it on the side. Okay, so I'm going back to my original recipe, and I'm gonna go to the step that the sponge comes out from the oven. Already. So when you have done the sponge, hopefully you come out from the oven before we finish this. So what I did, I roll them up in this thin parchment paper. I will explain how to do it. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to gently open up again. It will happen that there will be some little crack. Don't worry, don't panic, as I did the first time. So as you see, I did have some crack in the sponge, but that's normal. So when the the sponge come out from the oven, I turn it down in a piece of partial paper, and I use icing sugar in the bottom so that avoid problems with the sponge cracking. And I did I cut 1 centimeter about away from this corner long in here to help the rolling. And I do this operation when it's nice and warm. Otherwise it will be hard to roll them out. So done this, we can use our filling. Put our filling on top. You can use a long spatula to do this if you have it. There we go. I don't put it too much to the end because as I'm rolling, it will go out for sure. But I try to keep it more in the center. Okay. So 1 minute left. So if you have one of these utensils, it definitely will help to do a good. There we go. Now we gotta do the same operation that I did in the first place. So what I do, the first time when I roll them up, I use the paper inside. This time I'm gonna roll them up only the sponge, not the paper. So I'm gonna help myself. Now about the cracking, it's normal. Don't worry, you will not see it. There. So ideal will be to put this in the fridge for half an hour before we keep going. But we're going to avoid this step. So our vlog is coming along, guys. All right, so now I'm gonna need the plate. Let's put this 1 second on the side. I got it. So I'm gonna put in a serving plate and try to mess it up as less I can with the chocolate. There we go. Oh, 1 second. Forget something important to tell you guys. We need to cut a little piece on the side to create it the log shape. So we're going.
Go.
I'm going to cut the log in 45, I will say.
Go.
So I'm going to take a little bit of this excess of ricotta because it's gonna be easier to leave it in there. All right, so I'm going to give you about a 45 cuts right here. Okay, so okay, place your log. And now put this right here. So you kind of give it that kind of look. There you go. Look at the shape, if you're happy or not. Maybe I'm going to turn this upside down and leave the opening at the upside down. Now, remember we make the icing, chocolate icing? Now it's the fun part. We gotta cover our tronchetto with the icing. So let's try to place a little bit chocolate in different spots. This is a job that requires a little bit of patience, but nothing difficulty. I found very easy to do. Just be patient when you do it, because we gotta cover the whole thing. By the way, I tried the chocolate. It's very tasty.
It looks amazing, Rita.
Thank you, Laura. It's very, very good. I did it already last Saturday, one of this, because we really want to try and see what was so trying it was a big help, because you have to use a little bit technique. All right. We want to be like, try to do more strict as possible. We don't need to be perfect, because after we're going to add the line, so we don't need to be really, really perfect. You just try to give you a good look. I gotta say, I'm not a baker, and I never bake in my life so much since I have TM6. My kid is very happy for it, because I never baked so much in my life. Now I'm going just to straighten up the chocolate how much I can. So do you see the way I move the spatula? And a little bit more in here. Looks like a log, almost.
Yes, it does. I actually think it even looked before. I like the white and the brown. It kind of really made the bark. It looked like bark.
Yes, we will give it the effect anyways at the hand.
We have Anna commenting that it looks delicious.
Again.
Thank you, Anna.
Rita, you're such a perfectionist.
Yes, okay, I'm done. All right, so try to do the best you can, and then you have to go with suggestion. All right, so as I say, with the helping simple fork, try to create some lines. Don't be very straight like when you do it. Try to kind of there we go. So you give it kind of this like no trunk is perfect, right? So no lug is perfect. I think that's good. And now, if you want to, I like to add some small piece of chocolate on top, like wood chip, or how you call it. I think so. That's the way they call it.
Nuts.
There we go. So you just created some imperfection. That's what I'm doing. And also I use the rest of the chocolate because why we gotta waste it, right? All right, so I've done this. Try to take the extra chocolate away. What's next? Oh my God. Yes, I'm going to just give you the idea. Better like that. And now if you want to like decorate it, you can decorate it with some little things from Christmas.
That's so beautiful, Rita.
Did I miss anything? If not, there we go. My luck is done. Hopefully, I don't make you. Oh, I did it in an hour. That's not too bad, Ashley. That's not too bad.
It looks like professional. Allah just said it's like a professional cake. So it's beautiful.
Thank you, Allah. Try it because it's actually very good. I really, really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy this class. Thank you so much to be with us. Please follow us. We are a growing community. Follow your favorite consultant in your Facebook. We share lots of recipe. Also, we share trick and tip, and we give you a lot of suggestion. And if you think that Thermomix can be your Christmas gift this year, that's the right time to buy. Also today we have this amazing promotion kick off with 0% interest, which means that you can have your Thermomix pay with monthly payment, and spend the same money that you should pay buy all at once. So take advantage of this offer because it's really nice. And as we say, Thermomix is the best investment that you can do for your family in your kitchen. And that's from heart, not as a consultant, because it really, really helps with your cooking life. But again, thank you so much. Enjoy your day, the rest of the evening, Ashley. And I'm going to have a nice drink for sure. And we will see you again in December 8th with another interesting recipe. It's panettone. It's gonna be very, very cool. And I'm working hard to see, because I never did it before in my life, but very interested to see how to be done. So that's it. Good evening and buon Natale. Ciao.